Something is changing with AI, and most people haven't noticed it yet. Something has been shifting quietly. You see it in small moments. You start a sentence in your head. The words are already there, on screen, waiting. Sometimes you use them, sometimes you ignore them. Either way, you keep going. At first, nothing feels different, but little interruptions appear. Small moments, when something moves just ahead of you. Nothing dramatic, just subtle, easy to miss. By 2026, these systems are everywhere. Inside writing tools, design apps, messages, documents. Not features you open, more like something underneath everything. Always there, always suggesting. A designer opens a blank page, instant ideas appear, layouts, text, structure. One gets used, then changed, then removed. Another replaces it. Back and forth, human, machine. In another place, someone asks for a summary. It appears in seconds. They read it, make a small change, send it. No pause, no second thought. And slowly, it becomes normal. Access isn't the problem anymore. Use is. Across offices, nothing really announces itself. It just appears. A document opens already structured. An email writes itself halfway. Code completes as you type. No waiting, no searching. Silence disappears between steps. Hesitation gets smaller. A report feels slightly off, nothing wrong, just unfamiliar. They read it again, slower this time. Small moments like this don't feel important, but they build up, because systems don't wait anymore. Partial ideas are enough. Even fragments. And they come back as structure, already shaped, already expanded. At first you think something is understanding you, something aware. But that breaks when you look closer. It's not human. It's pattern. Language built from repetition, from probability, from correction over time. Ask something. Ask it again differently. The answer shifts. Not much, but enough. Tone changes, structure changes, sometimes just emphasis. Same system, different output. Some call it a tool, others don't. It feels responsive, but it isn't aware. It reacts, and it reflects what you give it, quietly, constantly. AI speeds everything up. Tasks that took time now happen instantly. Drafts appear, ideas expand, structures form fast. Time compresses, work flows instead of steps. But something else is happening, it mirrors you. Clear input equals clear output. Messy input equals messy output. Rushed thinking shows up in results. Someone sees a draft and stops. They don't fix it. They go back to the prompt it said instead. They change that. Not the result, the input. Then try again. The output changes. Then try again. What forms is a loop. Not output, but intention and expression. Back and forth, attention shifts. From fixing results to shaping inputs. Work doesn't change all at once. It shifts in stages. One process becomes automated, then another, until everything looks the same, but feels different. Pages don't start blank anymore. Code doesn't start from scratch. Outputs appear instantly, ready, so the role changes. Less making and creating, and more choosing. What matters, what stays, what goes. A task ends early, then silence, a gap. Sometimes it feels fast, sometimes it doesn't. And that becomes the rhythm. Short bursts, then space. Over time, it stops feeling like a tool. It becomes behavior, not from one person, not from a moment, but from everyone using it. Each input leaves a trace, a habit, a correction, a phrase. One doesn't matter, millions do. Patterns form, certain tones repeat, and they come back in outputs, not copied, echoed, a statistical reflection, a shared imprint. This isn't separate from thinking. It connects to it, it extends it, sometimes reshapes it. Not fixed, not stable, just responsive. And what it produces isn't only technical. It carries behavior, how people ask, how they repeat, how they think in patterns. Structure becomes function. The question is no longer what it can do. We already see that. The shift is expectation. What was fast becomes normal. What was complex becomes basic. And that changes thinking without noticing. On the surface, it looks simple. People decide AI assists, but underneath, a loop forms. Input shapes output. Output shapes expectation. Expectation shapes input. Each moment feels separate, but it isn't. It's a system between asking and receiving. And over time, the line fades. AI is already inside everyday tools. At first you don't notice it, then it becomes normal, and only later will you realize everything changed. Everything changed.